My unhinged mom tried to sabotage my wedding because she was jealous of me. Hey Reddit, buckle up because I've got a wild story that still leaves me shaking my head. I'm Sarah, a 25-year-old woman navigating the roller coaster of life, love, and family dynamics. My story took a chaotic turn when I got engaged to my boyfriend, Jake, who I had been dating for 3 years. As excited as I was about this new chapter, I never anticipated the chaos my mom would bring into the picture. Growing up, I often felt like I was competing with my mom for attention. She thrived on being the center of attention at every family gathering or school event. For example, during my high school graduation, she wore a gown almost identical to mine, snapping photos and making it all about her. I was embarrassed instead of proud. When Jake proposed, I was over the moon and rushed to call my mom, eager to share the news. Her reaction: "Oh, that's nice, dear," lacking any real excitement. Instead of congratulating me, she went on about how she hoped I would wait longer before getting married. I brushed it off, but anxiety started to creep in. As wedding planning began, I realized how far my mom would go to take control. I envisioned a cozy gathering with close friends and family, but she wanted a grand affair with hundreds of guests. One afternoon, we discussed venues. I showed her a lovely little place that felt perfect, but she insisted on a luxurious venue that was twice the price. "You don't want to regret not having the best, do you?" she asked, her eyes gleaming. I stood my ground, but her determination only fueled my frustration. Things escalated when I discovered she had contacted Jake's family behind my back, trying to convince them to support her vision. I confronted her, and she dismissed my concerns, saying, "You're too young to know what you want." I felt infuriated. How could she think she knew better than me? The breaking point came during a dinner party she hosted to get to know Jake's family. While it started well, she quickly dominated the conversation, sharing embarrassing stories from my childhood. "Remember that time Sarah got her head stuck in the fence?" She laughed, making my cheeks turn crimson. Jake's parents exchanged awkward glances, and I cringed. But the worst was yet to come. My mom flirted with Jake's dad. I sat frozen as she leaned closer to him, laughter ringing out like a siren call. Afterward, I confronted her, and she laughed it off, claiming she was just trying to connect. As plans continued, I found a shocking post on social media. My mom was at a venue that looked suspiciously like the one I had chosen. I confronted her, and she had the audacity to say she was helping a friend plan a wedding. It turned out she had booked the same venue for the same day. "Mom, how could you do this?" I cried. "This is my wedding." She shrugged. I thought it would be fun to have 2 weddings. Tears welled up in my eyes. How could she be so self-centered? I decided I needed to confront her once and for all. I called a family meeting and had my dad there for support. I laid everything out: her jealousy, her behavior, and how it affected my relationship with Jake. To my surprise, my dad was supportive and confirmed her actions were out of line. "This is taking it too far," he said. I felt empowered and told my mom she needed to back off. When I set those boundaries, she erupted, screaming and crying, accusing me of being ungrateful. It was heartbreaking to see her spiral, but I had to prioritize my happiness. I focused on planning the wedding I wanted, surrounded by supportive friends and family, but guilt lingered. The wedding day finally arrived, and it was everything I dreamed of. The sun shone, and the venue smelled of flowers. Jake looked dashing, and as I walked down the aisle, I smiled. My mom showed up, but there was distance between us. Just as the ceremony began, I noticed her whispering to guests, pointing at me and saying I was making a huge mistake. Embarrassment surged through me. How could she do this? After the ceremony, I confronted her. "Why are you doing this?" I asked, voice shaking. She laughed, claiming she was trying to protect me. I took a deep breath, determined to break through her wall. "Mom, I'm happy with Jake, and I need you to support me, not sabotage me." For a moment, it seemed she might understand. But then she pulled out her phone, showing me a text from a friend saying Jake was too good for me. Even she agrees I should have a wedding too. My heart sank. It was like she was still trapped in her own illusions. Despite her antics, the wedding went on beautifully. I found solace in the love surrounding me and danced with Jake, celebrating our life together. Afterward, my mom reached out, but I needed time to process everything. I sent her a message explaining that I loved her but needed space. Silence followed, but I found comfort in my new life with Jake. Weeks turned into months, and I began to realize that relationships evolve and sometimes require tough love. I hoped my mom could accept me as an adult and recognize her jealousy wouldn't define our relationship. One day, I received a call from her. "Sarah, I need to talk. It's important," she said, her voice trembling. My heart raced. When we met, she looked vulnerable. "I've been doing a lot of thinking. I'm sorry for how I acted. I was scared of losing you." For the first time, I saw my mom truly reflect on her behavior. We talked for hours, sharing feelings, fears, and hopes. It was an emotional breakthrough. And while I knew rebuilding trust would take time, I felt a flicker of hope. So to anyone out there dealing with difficult family dynamics, know you're not alone. Setting boundaries can be hard, but it's essential for preserving your happiness.